Hello, hello, hello. I'm Sam Peterson. I'm an old gay trans man with bad teeth, and I love knives. I'm not here to rate them or tell you about the newest, the bestest, the fastest, the kapowest. I'm here to queerly share my queer love of knives with you. Like and subscribe. Alright, I'm itchy and I'm twitchy. I can't help it. Too much coffee and too many allergens, so that's what you get. I've been thinking about knives. I've been thinking especially about budget blades. I'm not one of those guys who only buys 200 plus knives. I can't afford to be. But also, there are some bomb ass knives out there for under 100 bucks, even under 50. There are a few out now that I want but haven't gotten yet, like the Vosteed Porcupine, which I hear tell is an excellent, excellent, excellent EDC knife. The Kershaw Misdirect, interesting blade to me. And the budgetier Drop Bear, some of those budgetier ones from Kaiser. Also, maybe the fixed blade Drop Bear. I don't know. Curious. I'm very curious. Uh, that's just to name a few. There's plenty out there tormenting me into pulling the veritable trigger. Can you pull the trigger on a knife sale? That's an old Koan, I believe. They're also a good way of trying out specific shapes of blades, I feel. If I'm afraid of indulging in a 200 plus recurve or a hawkbill, I can always get a Kershaw Dawn Star for 44 bucks. Or, in fact, I believe I might. I'm fascinated by the hawkbill. It has always seemed to me to be a specialty EDC shape, but apparently it's supposed to be tactical. Bra. That was me saying bro. Bra. That's my manliness. I don't have many budget blades at the moment. I just happen to have sold them all. I've winnowed my collection down to things that I want to keep that I probably can't afford to buy again. If you're just coming aboard the Gay Blades sinister sled of right-wing crushing knife snark, complaints, and awe, you don't know that I used to have 26 Kaisers. Now, Kaiser can be a stepped up budget for sure, because they're in 154 cm or 14 C28N. They frequently use quality micarta and G10. They use Nitro V a lot. They're always snappy, well designed, and fun. But I don't buy them anymore. I had my day with them. We dated, we hung out, and that was good. I'm trying out other brands. I like Kershaw right now. Kershaw is new to me, and I think their knives this year have been, or at least this year for me, have been spectacular. Like the Iridium, for instance, the Bel Air. Um, and Best Tech. I had no idea Best Tech made such good quality knives. No idea. If you don't, sometimes this is the thing I'm extemporaneously sharing now. This is the thing about Blade Binge. Sometimes I'll see a knife for like 120 bucks. It's a brand I've never had before. It's a great way for me to jump in and just check it out. Like I can always resell it if it's not for me, but it gives me an entree into a brand I might not otherwise be open to, like Best Tech, which I thought was not a great brand and specifically devoted to dude knives. Turns out there are a lot of dude knives, but they have some really, really cool shit. Uh, Vosteed makes great knives, as does CJRB make great under $50 blades. The Raccoon is timeless. It's an icon already, as is the Echo. You know how I feel about the Pyrite. Not a Pyrite fan. Give me the Echo every day, every time. But what I have to share with you today after all that chatty Cathy, Very, very tardy, very late, but right on time is the Penguin in that foil infused G10. What do you think? Ta-da! Ooh, is it hard to see? I'll take some other pictures of it. Um, I have mixed feelings about the aesthetics of this knife. It looks very winter holiday, very office party in December kind of vibe. But, however, I did order this, and so I'm committing. It is cool looking as a standalone, the G10. I would dare say cold looking. It's a very, very chilly knife. However, let's get into the meat of the thing, shall we? Is what she said. This is an interesting Penguin. It feels heavier than I remember, and then I was gonna say because my last Penguins were micarta and titanium, but this is a bigger blade. This is bigger than my OG Penguins. I feel the knife is dense. I am a fan of heavier blades, generally speaking. Uh, it is a heavier blade. It's summer now, though, and heavier blades don't really accord with my denim Daisy Dukes. You know what I'm saying, boys? Can you can you imagine? Don't go there. This knife was tricky to open at first. It seemed kind of smushy. Like there was something about the location of the thumb studs that was vexing. It kept slipping. Maybe it'll do it again, but it doesn't accommodate all the angles, which is what she said. Again. But it's nice and it's snappy when it works, which is thankfully most of the time. Let us get to the pièce de résistance, though. This Penguin has the highly touted glide lock. This apparently is QSP's version of the vaunted original Axis lock from Benchmade. This is one of the best Axis lock type mechanisms I've ever encountered. They often feel frail or wonky, like you're gonna break them. You know what I'm talking about? They don't feel like they're gonna last. This has none of that. This mechanism here is sturdy. The pull is seamless and sweet. I'm impressed. I'm impressed, TBH. And this blade is a terror in the best way. This blade will fuck some shit up, yo. The factory grind is as sharp as they get. This is one of the sharpest knives I've ever gotten out of the box. And it is sturdy with a heavy spine to back that shit up, he said. The Penguin is a workhorse budget knife. And this version is ready to go. Ready to go. Ready. So, I like it a great deal. It's reasonably comfortable in the hand, strong enough to go all night long. Well-built glide lock situation. I'll be wearing it for outdoor stuff, I think, like trimming the small tree twigs that thwack me on my way to walk around the pond in the morning. I can't take a thwack in the mug during my morning constitutional. It's shocking. I do 3 miles in this weather. P.S. You cannot stop me. You can't beat me. I'm a tiny dancer. I don't know what I mean when I say that. The Penguin's blade shape is sublime. I vote yes. Now, go find those Epstein files, baby. Pengy! I'll see you later, Bader. Bye. Ridiculous.